Hey everyone, I'm Jake Kane and I'm going to be working on the copy, cover, compare strategy. I got that right here. So what I did for this is I created an I can statement. So hopefully you can see that. It says, I can improve my arithmetic skills with multiplication by providing a written response from model and from memory. So essentially what this is going to wrap up into is copy, cover, compare, which is the strategy we're going to be working on. Okay. So for the strategy, I'm going to be working with Miranda, and she's going to be my student for this. So prior to this, we would have been working on different multiplication strategies. So she would have some already built, and so we'd be working on skip counting and things like that, as well as we would already be working on flashcards. That would be prerequisites. So she would have worked on flashcards for multiples of times 2, times 3. For example, we're going to be working on times 5 today. So, again, we're working on the copy, cover, compare, the CCC. Okay, there's 4 steps to it. There should be a 4th C in my mind, but we'll go over that in the end. Our first C, I'm going to teach you guys and Miranda at the same time, is copy. Okay, so what I'm going to do is while reading aloud the problem, I'm going to copy the problem and answer on the page. So what I did is I created a template, something just like this. So eventually the students can use this. So this is the copy, cover, and compare. I already saved some time and I have pre-made a couple of these for myself and for Miranda. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to model and go over what our strategies are going to be, and then Miranda's going to go and she's going to do some guided practice with me and some independent practice. So after we do our step 1, what I'm going to do is work on that right now. I'm going to do the copy phase. So I'm going to take out my sheet right here, and I'm going to do copy. So she's going to show problem number 1, which is 4 times 5. And so I will use my skills that I have, and I'm going to copy down 4 times 5. I'm doing a read aloud. 4 times 5. So 4 times 5. Let's see, 5, 10, 15, 20. 4 times 5 is 20. Okay, now Miranda's going to put the problem down. If I was a teacher, I would cover the problem away. Now that we have the copy part down, we're going to move on to step number 2. Step number 2 is cover. So what you're going to do is cover the answer, then rewrite the problem and the answer. So this part is done from memory. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take something, it could be an envelope, it could be whatever you want to use, and block the word or the problem. So as you can see, thank you, the problem would be covered like this. So now what I need to do is I need to use my memory and rewrite what the problem is. So my problem was 4 times 5. So 4 times 5 was 20. Okay, so I covered and I wrote my answer. Okay, now we're going to move on to step number 3, which is compare. So does the problem and the answer match? So now I take away my thing and I look at them. 4 times 5 equals 20. 4 times 5 equals 20. Okay? So I know that those are the same. So I'm going to write yes, or I'm going to give myself a check mark or a smiley face, whatever I need to do so that I know that that is correct. If it was incorrect, what I would have to do is I had to go back and I would redo this whole entire process. So if I got it incorrect, I'd redo the whole process over. I'd do another copy, cover, and compare. So I hope that was a little simple to follow. We have a final step, which is what I kind of jumped ahead to. Was that correct or not? This isn't part of the 3 C's. This is one that I just felt like was very necessary at the end. You have to move on if you got it correct. So that means that you mastered the skill and understand it. If you don't do it, then you go back to the beginning and copy, cover, compare. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have this out for Miranda to see, the first problem. And she's going to do our own copy, cover, compare. Okay, so do you remember what the 3 C's are, Miranda?
Yes. Copy, cover, compare.
Okay, so let's see if we can do it for our first problem. So Miranda's going to do the problem 7 times 5. So what do you have to do in step 1? You have to, while you're copying it, you need to say it aloud.
Copy and say it
say
aloud.
So what would you say?
So 7 times 5 is 35.
Okay. And so she has it written down. Can you show everyone what you have written? Okay, perfect. So now we're going to cover. Okay, Miranda, can you rewrite our problem for us?
7 times 5 is 35.
Okay, and now we're going to do our final step. We're going to compare. Okay, let's see. Let's compare. So let's take it away.
And they're the same.
And so that basically sums up the 3 C's, the strategy for copy, cover, compare. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to show what we would do if Miranda was to get one incorrect. So we have a third problem. Let's just say we're doing 3 times 5. So this is the approach you would take if we were able to do the 3 C's and she got it incorrect. So let's do the first part. So Miranda, what is our problem?
3 times 5 is 15.
Okay, so then I'm going to put it down and we're going to cover. Okay, step 2. Now what are we going to do?
It's 3 times 4. I think that's what it was, which is 12.
Okay, now we're going to move on to our final step. Okay, in step 3, we're going to compare it. So let's compare our answer. Are they the same?
They are not.
No, we had 3 times 5 is 15, and 3 times 4 is 12. So what we would do is we would take it, and we would grab a new copy, which I would have another sheet right here. And we would write in copy, cover, compare. So the template you can make your own easily, or we could do it on a whiteboard too. And we would do our problem over again. We'd rewrite it. So we'd do 3 times 5, and then cross off. So do 3 times 5.
5 is 15.
Okay, so now we're going to remember, we're going to practice this real quick. 3 times 5 is 15. Okay?
3 times 5 is 15.
So now we're going to cover it. And what was our problem?
3 times 5 is 15.
So then let's do our compare stage, and it would be correct. So we would go through this process and repeat as necessary, and we would continue to work on the skill, and then we'd introduce new flashcards for the next. So the next one we'd work on would be times 6 multiples. So that is a kind of a insight into the copy, cover, and compare strategy. Hope you enjoyed it. Thank you.